Good evening and welcome to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. So welcome to the second segment in fan comments, the comments that you kindly every single week put on Cannon Fodder TV. And I'm so grateful because, again, like I always say, without you guys out there, there would be no Cannon Fodder TV. So I'm grateful. If you're watching this for the first time, please make sure you subscribe if you like what you see and press the notification button, please. Right, so the comments that I'm going to be going through just covers one match, and that match is, the Chelsea match, where quite a few people that I saw in the comments on the channel were saying, oh, the end is nigh, oh, Arsenal are going to lose, can't see them beating Chelsea. Oh, like I always say, we must believe, stay positive, stick together. That is the Arsenal way. Anyhow, so the comments I'm going to go through now, stand back to, let's a quick look here. Right, this one comes from Richard. I don't know if Richard's watching now, but if you are, come into the chat and send me some questions, and I will try and answer the questions as best as I can. So with Richard, he said that his lineup for the Chelsea match was going to be Leno, Bellerin, Socrates, Mustafi. Yeah, Mustafi. Kolasinac, Torreira, as some people have told me. Xhaka, Iwobi, Ozil, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. And he says, as I've said in my preview, my head was saying one thing and my mind was saying other things. And I think what he's trying to say is, initially it was going to be about the results. Yeah, where is it? I've just lost it now. But yeah, he was talking about the result. I think he was saying that he wasn't sure whether Arsenal could really put it off. But he doesn't go on to say that it's just the Arsenal way, that we lose against West Ham and we beat Chelsea and Man U. But you know what? We're going to play against Man U this Friday in the FA Cup. So anyway, he went to say, I agree, I have faith in this team. But as I said, it's very Arsenal to lose against the Irons and then win the next week later. It's consistency and mentality. That's all that's needed. Yeah, like I said in my post-match video, that Arsenal, they're like a box of chocolates. When you open them up, you just don't know what you're going to get of Arsenal. Ah, dearie me. Anyhow, so, and then we had a comment here from 79 Sawa, and he says, it's not Torreira, it's Torreira. Also, he comes from Uruguay, is only 5'5". Yeah, I need to improve my Spanish, the pronunciation on that. And then we have, didn't realize this one. This is from Siba Samodoila. So again, please excuse my pronunciation of your name. You can probably come into the chat and correct me on the pronunciation of your name. He said, all right, he's responding to Arsenal TV. He said, I would do that lineup, but I would switch Kola with Monreal. Well, Monreal didn't feature, did he, on the in the game? And then my good old friend Luca Coata. Luca, I did say to you, didn't I? I did say that Arsenal were going to win. I said you got to remain positive, and you told me, I can't see us beating Chelsea. So yeah, listen, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. We must respect each other's opinions, as long as we're not inciting like racial hatred or violence. And I can see Luca's just come into the chat now. Good evening, Luca. Do you think we'll beat Man U? Luca, what do you think? Do you think we're going to beat Man U? And I have Aranav Ghosh again. Good evening, Aranav, if you're watching the live stream. He said, that's the best possible 11 Arsenal can have. Now, he's responding to my 11. And he says, and if we can have a fit and aggressive 11 on the field, we need not to go shopping in winter or summer. We can let Koscielny, El Neni go. Again, just bear me a second. Then buy an extra centre back. God, imagine the bench strength with all those youngsters on the bench. I don't know if we've said, I know we've been in regular contact. We've sent messages, forwards and backwards. And yeah, I'm just wondering, is Unai Emery a little bit tentative? Is he a little bit scared? Because if he does play the youngsters in the Premiership and things go wrong, who are the fans going to blame? We're going to blame Unai Emery. And then if things don't work out, people might say, oh, well, then why doesn't he use the youth players? Me, I would go for the former. I would use the youth players, knowing fully well that some players are going to be leaving, if not in January, come summer. So we want the youth players to be ready, raring to go and prepared for the long, hard season. We know the Premiership is really unforgiving. Right, so come on, Luca. I'm still waiting for you to tell me. Do you think that we're going to beat Man U on Friday? Come on, tell me. I've thrown the question back to you. And then we've got another comment here. Another one from the English Conversation Club. He said, we are the Arsenal and we must stay positive. Come on, you Gunners. And then I've got one here from Apollo. Actually, no, I've got one here from Papi Shampoo. Hey, listen, Papi Shampoo, if you're watching, man, yeah, big shout out to you. He says, what's up, homie? Great video as usual. Thank you very much. And Luca, he says, great video. And then Richard from Arsenal TV says, man of the match could have gone to Socrates, Koscielny, or Ramsey. Guys, I mean, who's ever watching now, tell me, who was your man of the match for the game versus Chelsea? I think for me, if you'd seen my upload, I did say, for me, Socrates, the Greek warrior. I mean, look at the reaction. The guy loves to fight, doesn't he? He loves a fight. He loves a battle, doesn't he? I mean, the reaction he got there when he tackled Willian. We need more players like him. More players like him. We probably need another defender like him. I know people have been saying that him being paired with Koscielny was probably the most solidity that we had in the defense. But with Koscielny, there's only so many games you're going to get out of him. He's not the same Koscielny. Look at him the last 5 years. His performance, has dipped. And he's what? He's 20, he's 22. He's 30, 32, 33. I'm not actually even sure. So if you come into the chat, you can tell me how old is Koscielny? Maybe 33 at a push. Right. Good evening, Ryan. Ryan says, wins a goal kick celebration like he scored a win. I mean, Koscielny, Socrates, definitely for me, he would be my captain. Definitely my captain. All right, so he's 34. Yeah, you think. Ryan, go and do your homework, man. Tell me, how old is he? And another comment here from Richard. I said the scoreline would be 2-1, but I'm happy with the 3 points. The formation was 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 defense. It depends on how you look at it. We move on to Man U, and I think Emery needs to go with. What's he saying here? Oops. Just bear me a second, people. He needs to go with the same lineup apart from Bellerin, but Bellerin is going to be a massive loss. Great video as always, mate. Keep it up. Yeah, Bellerin. Just on that note, I feel really, really gutted for Bellerin. he just come back from an injury, and he's going to be out for best part of 8 or 9 months. 8 or 9 months. Yeah, I feel really, really bad for Bellerin. Really, really bad. Yeah, the formation. Yeah, Emery having Torreira on the right hand side trying to snuff out the attack from Hazard was mastermind. It was a masterclass. Absolutely fantastic. And then we've got another one from Aronav Go. She says, it's celebration time as as we are back with a magnificent win. We have often asked why we don't do this as regular as we want. My answer is, in the long, hard Premier League season. Sorry, guys, I'm having to go forwards and backwards here. There's just so many comments here, and I'm so grateful. My answer is, in a long, hard season, a new team under a new coach gets exposed when the gains come thick and fast. We faltered in December. A team without much bench strength is bound to get hit. Yeah, and I was actually thinking that, do we have real strength and depth, in our squad? I don't think we do, because 1 or 2 long-term injuries, and then we're exposed. Today, Bellerin got injured. Do we have anyone of that quality in the Premiership? And you expect the team to be the same in the next match? Well, yeah. It's a tough grind at this time of the year. See the world-class defence of Liverpool looks so fragile against Palace. That is a very good point. Yeah. Then we've got one here from DJ Fury. Excellent performance. I predicted full time it would be 2-1. Gladeno kept his second clean sheet. Only his second clean sheet of the season. Unbelievable. And I forgot to mention that in my upload that, yeah, we've got a clean sheet. Yeah, great response from last week. Okay, quickly go back into the chat. I'm still waiting for Luca to tell me. What does he think? Luca, again, unless you've logged out, do you think that we're going to beat Man U? I'm throwing that question back at you. Then we've got Richard. Richard, good evening. Actually, I think, Richard, what I might do, I might have you on this segment maybe every Monday if you have the time, so we can go through the fan comments and we can just maybe just bounce off some ideas. But we can chat about that once I come off live. And he says, Alex, do you think we should stick to the same lineup against United by having Maitland-Niles at right back? Did we not talk about this? What about Jenkinson? Or do you guys think that Jenkinson is not anything near the class of Maitland-Niles? Yeah, I guess maybe Maitland-Niles or Jenkinson. And yeah, I think we should keep the same lineup, as much as possible. But I'm just thinking, when I saw Lacazette looked out on his feet, running all over the pitch. As so did Torreira. Torreira did look a bit, huffed out, maybe with the last 15, 20 minutes to go there. So the answer to your question, I would love Emery to keep the same formation. The same team is not going to be possible because we know that Bellerin is out. He's going to be out for a long-term injury. So, yeah. And Ryan is saying, is anyone bothered that Sven is leaving next month? No, you know what? After the Fodder, to be honest, I'm not bothered. We can just always get another coach in. And really, when I think about it, over the last 10, 15, 20, or 40 years, have I known who the head coach and chief scout has been at Arsenal? No, I've not. It's just the advent of social media that we've known. Sven Mislintat, he's come over, he's brought Aubameyang in, and Mkhitaryan. But is it a real miss? Are we going to miss him? I don't think so. So, yeah, I'm not really bothered, to be honest. I'm not really bothered. And do you think we as fans will see more performances like that we put in against the big teams at home this season, going forward onto next season, once he gets more of his players in? Yeah. I would like to see Arsenal again use the Emirates or the home as a fortress. That when teams come, before they've even played or before they even stepped on the pitch, that they feel defeated. The home must be a fortress. You shall not pass. That's the way it must be. So yeah, once Emery, gets the players in, it's going to be a bit tough because again, I don't want to go on about the FFP rules and everything else there. But once he's got the majority of the players out and he's got the majority of his own players in, I expect to see big strides made at Arsenal there. Which formation would you play against United? 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2 diamond? Honestly, I think Unai Emery has been tinkering with the team too much. It's like he's trying to put out fires. Just stay with what works. And I think for us, four at the back works. The players seem to know, or they appear to know, what they're doing in that formation. So 4-4-2 diamond, Richard. I mean, what do you think? Which formation do you think we should use when when we play against United? And we've got again Ryan. We will, but we'll be close, 2-0 or 2-1. All right. So Luca, who's the voice of doom, is saying that Man U will beat us 3-1. I mean, Luca, come on. Are you an Arsenal supporter? Come on, man. You got to believe in Arsenal. I think Man U will beat us. And then Ryan said is exactly. And Luca, Man U will win. You'll see Donker, who hasn't been on the channel for a long time. What's happening, brother? I haven't seen you in a while on the channel. Is this we can't play the diamond again against United. We don't have the midfielders to compete with theirs. But you know what we can do? Play to our strengths. Again, the defense is not our strongest point. Attack and midfield is. Stick with the diamond. It seems to work against the big clubs. Ryan, I agree. Stick with the diamond formation. Okay, let's get back into the fan comments. See if there are any more. Okay, another one here for Arnav Ghosh. This is fluctuations in playing standards will happen in such a situation. We need to keep on giving opportunities to the youngsters. Yeah, that was the question. And Ryan, sorry, I didn't see the majority of your podcast last night because I was really, really tired. And actually, I was watching. Sorry, I was watching a movie. And the question I put out there: why can't Arsenal perform like they did against Chelsea? Why can't we do it? Why? We know if we start out the blocks very quickly, put the opposition under so much pressure, again, play to our strengths, surely we have to do that. Surely. Okay, so again, back into the comments here. Just watching the. Okay, no, that's something else here. And I've got a comment here from TC from I Am Gonna Talk. I'm not sure if TC is watching this now, but if he is, what's happening, TC? And you say, I still believe too, bro. Torreira did his job well yesterday. Yeah, he did a wicked job. Absolutely wicked job. Wicked number on Hazard and William there. One here from DJ Tiger. I recognize my nephew. He said, more results like this to come. I think we are up to date with fan comments. So let's go straight to the chat. Let's have a look. Right. Joseph says, I don't believe our defense is bad. Emery was just neglecting defensive training. Do you think he was? I mean, again, when you see the uploads they do there, the clippets of the snip of them training, listen, I didn't hear anything about Emery before he came to Arsenal. What I was told that he's very meticulous in his training methods, with the formations, the training regime, making sure that the players are in tip-top condition. I don't believe that he would neglect the defense there. We've spoken many times about, I think with Ryan as well, that I would love to see the likes of Adams in, the backroom staff, G'ing up, training these guys, making sure that they understand the art of defending. You don't always have to dive in and stay on your feet and jostle, like Socrates does. Jostling the players. Don't let them come into the penalty area. If they do, you shovel them out. So I don't think that he would. I don't think he would neglect training the defenders in the art of defending. I mean, he's got a big coaching unit there, But people do ask the questions: what is Steve Bold doing at Arsenal? What's he doing there? Listen, your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, what else is there? Let's quickly go back up. Ryan said, yeah, Josh is saying here, you do know the diamond was to just man mark Jorginho. Yeah, yes, and it worked. It worked. Then Ryan says, I think it's just certain players are stuck in their ways, their ways of Wenger, and occasionally it comes back on them in the worst way possible. But this season was always going to have teething problems, and that is it, Ryan. It's still teething problems. I think the honeymoon period is over for Emery, and that's down to the fan base. The reaction after we went on a 22-game unbeaten run in all competitions, and it took one defeat for all hell to break loose. Again, the fan base. And then Jose just responding to Brian saying, yeah, because we were more open than under Wenger. Ryan says, all in good time. Once Emery gets more players in that buy in to his ways, we will become more consistent with performances like we had on Saturday and in the North London derby in the league. Stands about shaking hands at the beginning of the day, and that's it. United, there will be no one to mark then. Then play 4-2-3-1. Yeah, it could be. But the one thing I don't want to see, Josie, is I don't want to see Emery tinkering too much with the formation. Don't tinker too much with it, Again, I just saw, there was a certain part when Bellerin was thinking, should I go? Should I stay? You're a defender. If attackers come in, then it's your job to go out and defend. But you asked what Steve does. Did I? Did I? Yeah, Steve. Oh, yeah. Boldy. Different game equal different tactics, though. Okay, so Joseph, what would your formation be for the match against Man U? Before I wrap up this segment of fan comments. Yeah, Steve Bold. Dearie me. Actually, someone did tell me that he was looking for a job in China, but he didn't get the job. That's Steve Bold. Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Steve Bold. Boldy. Okay, any more comments? If there's not, then I'm definitely going to wrap up this segment. 3-4-3, because they actually played the diamond against Tottenham and they won the midfield battle. Right, we've got a little debate here. So, guys, quickly, before I wrap it up, would you go with three at the back, or would you go with four at the back, but the diamond formation? So obviously Richard from Arsenal TV saying that he would stick with the diamond formation, but four at the back. And Josie saying that it will be three at the back, 3-4-3. We can't compete with United midfield. More height, more possession-based passes. Okay. And again, anyone who's just passing by, just watching this segment on Cannon Fodder TV of fans' comments, make sure you subscribe and press the notification button. And you can also sign up to our Patreon page where you can become a patron, make a small donation, help us to buy equipment and grow the channel even more to your liking. We're also going to be doing something very, very big at the end of this season. So stay tuned. I'm going to be putting some promos. It's going to be something very, very big and very, very interesting. But yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. Right, so we've just got some more comments here before I wrap up this segment of fan comments. And Ryan's saying, do you think it's fair Sol is having to graft to get a job at League 2, yet Terry, Lamps and Gerrard get top jobs just like that? You know what, Ryan? That is a good topic, but I'm not going to talk about that. But that's a very good point, because I did read that someone had said that literally, you know, if no one has mentioned Sol Campbell because he's doing quite well, but if he wasn't, we would have hear a whole load of news about him. And yeah, but you know what? That is probably a good topic that maybe I will discuss on my channel, but not today. But you know, good shout out, Ryan. Really good shout out. Yeah. Sol Campbell, he's doing a great job, a really good job, and he's done his coaching badges unlike them. Oh dear. Listen, guys. I'm going to wrap up this segment of fan comments on Cannon Fodder TV. But to all of you, and I really mean all of you who took the time to come in, it's one of my favorite segments I actually like doing on Cannon Fodder TV. I do like the easy talk bite size and the feature length version, but I do like doing the fan comments because it's not, I won't say it's in real time, but it's based on comments that you guys put on the channel, you know, and without these comments, there would be no fan comments in this segment. But anyhow, guys, thank you so very much for, I think maybe 8 or 9 viewers that came in and just passed by on Cannon Fodder TV. But anyhow, you have been watching Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Breaking news.